Welcome in. It's Tan Man and the FCC Butcher out here at the U92 studios, and we're ready to have a lot of fun today with the Madden Collegiate Showcase. Joel, I know that you and I are just excited to be a part of this and watch this go all the way down to the final here. As we get ready for the first kickoff, this one's going to be fun. We got the Chiefs and the Buccaneers, and here in game one, we've got Gabagool taking on D. Croft. D. Croft coming from Clarke University out in Dubuque, Iowa, number 5 in the Madden Championship Series power ranking. One of the top players in the field. He's 10-4 this season, over $130,000 in career earnings. Not too bad at all. What are you thinking, Joel?
The first thing that comes to my mind is, career earnings listed along achievements. That's not something you see too much in college athletics there. But yeah, that's the name of the game in esports, as they mentioned. We're playing for the $10,000 prize here. Most of these players play professionally for prize money, and with NIL, that's just one of the things that makes possible for collegiate athletics.
Yeah, stuff like that. So 3-0 last week for D. Croft, and then on the other side, we got Gabagool, number 22 in the power rankings. He's 9-2 in the MCS this season. He earned a spot by winning one of the qualifiers in the Swiss bracket last week. So we're excited to get into this first game here, and we're ready to go.
Yes, it's been it's been 2 weeks now of competing to narrow down to the field of 16. That'll be last Saturday, and now we are down to the final field of 8 with, as you mentioned, D. Croft and Gabagool in this first game here. Then we have Goat Jeezy, K. Dillon, Lambo, Noah up next from WU, Pirates 2247 and Trey 5, all playing today.
We're excited. So we were looking, as these guys were getting ready to go here today, Joel, and we saw that the Chiefs guy, we're going to be using the Kingsbury offense, and on the Bucs side, that's going to be the Dennis Allen offense. Let's get ready here. Again, coming to you the first time, U92 is going to be broadcasting this stuff in our partnership with Esports. Looking forward to a lot more of it in the future. All right, here we go. So now we're finally ready to go. First quarter about to get underway here, Joel, and it'll be the Buccaneers offense out on the field first. See what happens here. It's going to be a good day, I think. Playing with a quarterback like Tom Brady, though, we see right there, not very mobile.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things about playing these Madden games. You're going to get all the accurate stats and abilities. So, yeah, Tom Brady, bit questionable for a Madden tournament like this, but, you can't beat that arm and that accuracy, especially in a game like Madden.
Yeah, so we see Gabagool rolling here with the Bucs offense and D. Croft playing as the Chiefs. I think that with the Chiefs, you get a little bit more with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, you get all those, your 99 speeds and your high and upper 90 speeds. That's going to be crucial for a game like today. But, you mentioned, going with the Dennis Allen offense and the Cliff Kingsbury offense. These guys are much like coaches on the field. They have to be able to see everything and make adjustments, call audibles and everything. I was watching some of the film, and these guys are definitely, they know their football.
Yeah, that's very true. First down converted there with the Fournette there in the running back spot for Gabagool. And now he's got a new set of downs to work with here. He's changing some play art. Now here he goes. Dropping back with Brady, trying to go down the field and find the open receiver, which he does. A nice play run there. Drew it up the way he wanted it to, split that Chiefs secondary in half, and is able to find the open receiver no problem. So that's the first pass completion of the day for Gabagool, and he's moving quickly here, Joel.
He goes, quick right back into another set, Fournette up the middle, and it's going to pay off as he gets the first down there. Yeah, that previous play, just great play, let things happen, able to find that nice possession catch, and now he's inside the 30-yard line, almost making his approach to the red zone.
Yeah, getting down the field quickly and effectively here on offense. And here we got an open man.
And there it is.
Is he rolling into the end zone? Down at the 1, they're going to mark him down with Scotty Miller making that reception wide open. Another just easy play down the field, almost effortlessly, it seems, Joel.
Yeah, that was a nice post corner out there. Can't really number 10 there for the Bucs, but
Scotty Miller.
Great possession. Scotty Miller, there we go. Great possession catch though, able to get inside the red zone now. Now we're at the goal line with Leonard Fournette, one of the more powerful NFL running backs, especially in Madden.
Yeah, and he's going to give it to him, and he's going to get it in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game today. The Gabagool Tampa Bay Bucks duo there, and they're up early here, 6-0. We'll see what he decides to do. He's going to kick the PAT. We see Decroft was ready either way. Pretty tough to block extra points in Madden, so goes set with a wide defense there, full setup, and you see the PAT converted 7-0 lead for Gabagool early, right back for the next kickoff almost immediately, and it's going to be caught around the 15-yard line and brought forward. Little tough sometimes to return these kickoffs, but he's got some open space. There he goes down the sideline. Can he make it all the way to the end zone, Joel? Decroft scoring right back.
Wow.
Punch thrown, punched right back. Not even going to run a play offensively. Decides to do it himself there and take it all the way back on the kick return. And that's a way to start.
I mean, anyone who has ever played Madden before knows how difficult that is. I imagine on a stage like this, even more so, and he's able to find a perfect lane there and use the formation there to his advantage and get a pretty easy untouched touchdown. I was just about to mention Gabagool rolling down pretty easy, get to quick first 7, but I mean, Decroft answering immediately. That's just, in the sport of football, and especially the sport of competitive Madden, that is just not something you see very often.
No, not so much. And now you are awaiting the PAT here with 9 seconds. We see Gabagool, changing some lineup things here potentially and whatnot. But I mean, just a quick response right there, Joel.
Yeah, very quick. I mean,
not too hard.
Who was that on the return there for them? Is that still these rosters?
Yeah,
I'll have to let me get that up here.
17, and that Pringle, I want to say.
Yes, Byron Pringle. Okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely big time guy for those Chiefs. Fast guys, you could see there.
Yeah,
and it worked out very well.
Yeah, so now we got
find that hole, find the
7-7 game here, Joel, and off the converted PAT for Decroft, and now Gabagool's going to get another chance. We've seen Decroft just return the kick and not run any offense. Now he's going to get back here and be able to maybe make some adjustments defensively after he saw what Gabagool did to him on the first drive. Just drove right down the field and scored. We're still here in the first quarter, too, as well. So still a lot of game left to be played. An early 7-7 game. Lots of back and forth already. But, again, yet to see that Decroft offense out on the field. And now you got an incomplete pass, but you got a flag on the play, and that's on Tom Brady, intentional grounding, as he's got to get rid of that one quickly. Again, that's kind of the problem potentially when you're running out there with Tom Brady, Joel, is the fact that, not the mobile quarterback you see most of the time, and then you take the intentional grounding, loss and down, and penalty there. So 2nd and 21 upcoming here now for Gabagool.
Yeah, I was looking for the stats earlier. Tom Brady, according to the Madden 2023 rankings, has 71 speed, 70 acceleration, but the 95 awareness. So, of course, as you mentioned earlier, Tom Brady, you're not going to get the most mobility back there, and you saw it there with the near sack and the intentional grounding. But that awareness is where that's really going to pay off in these downfield routes. But I had to imagine Gabagool is going to want to take some more time on this drive.
Yeah, he's got another 3rd down here, and he's going to get hit again in the backfield, have to get rid of it. We'll see if he goes for a punt or not. On the wheel route to Fournette, he was able to get a ton of that yardage back, 17 yards of it. It'll be 4th and 4 now, and it looks like he's got the offense out there. He's ready to go for it. A little bold strategy here, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him, Here's Gabagool now dropping back, trying to find that open man, and he's got him. It's Mike Evans across the middle, up the sideline. So a nice first down conversion there. He's 4 of 6 with Brady with almost 100 yards already here in the first quarter, Joel. Just making it happen offensively. Special teams, maybe not so much, but only one crack at that so far. So,
yeah, Gabagool does a great job there. Sees the safeties drop back, able to drop Mike Evans in a little mid-out route there, and finds him perfectly for the possession and a first down.
So now we'll have a new set of downs across the 50 at this point, moving quickly down the field once again. We've seen Decroft put him in some tough positions, but he's been able to convert on almost all of them up to this point. Now he's got Brady again and another wide open receiver. It's Miller. It's the same play that we saw down deep in the red zone earlier in the first quarter that got him down to the 1-yard line where he's able to punch it in with Fournette, and he's hurrying up once more, trying to get downfield even quicker. On the play action, he's going to drop back here. Gabagool now rolling out to his right, and he's going to chuck that one away. So, again, kind of that stuff with Brady, a little bit similar. Maybe not the most agile guy on the run, but he's able to, not take anything worse than an incompletion there and make it 2nd and 10.
And Gabagool spamming that possession catch, but it is definitely working for him.
Yeah, here we go. Trying to go for the end zone here
There
for a
it
touchdown.
is.
He's got it. Another touchdown for Gabagool here in the first quarter. Goes up 13-7. That was Chris Godwin he was using there with the reception. And, yeah, that possession catch, not too bad whatsoever. And we'll see what he does on this potential 2-point or PAT try. Seems he's going to be trying for the PAT here, and he's got it. So 14-7 lead taken by Gabagool. Now he's going to kick it off again. We'll see on the special teams here if he does any better. He's going to kick it out of bounds. Maybe a miscue there with the controller. You don't know for sure, but now taking over at the 41 to run offense for the first time today, we're going to see Decroft do so.
And a great throw there on that touchdown by Gabagool, able to, that triple coverage, or a rather risky throw, even more difficult to make it Madden there at the back of that end zone, that sideline right there. But Godwin able to reel it in for a quick 6.
Yeah, so now we're going to see Decroft run offense for the first time today. It's going to be a pass play on the first try, and he's going to go down the field, and that one's going to wind up incomplete. That's a tough throw into double coverage almost, essentially, as Gabagool switches over to the linebacker, tries to get back there, and he's able to make some contact to cause an incompletion. So 2nd and 10 now upcoming here for Decroft.
You can already kind of see that Decroft, or the advantage Decroft has here in Mahomes, able to step up very quickly in that pocket, make a nice laser throw, unable to come up with the catch, but
here he goes. He's got a completion now on the right side of the field. It's Pringle moving up the field. 1 for 2 now. Quick first down there for Decroft as he moves across 50. 14-7 lead, though, is still held by Gabagool. First time we've seen offense being run by Decroft today. He had the kick return touchdown earlier in the quarter, Joel.
Audibles out of man there. She's in Decroft able to take advantage, get a quick slant to Travis Kelce for the first down.
Yeah, so both of these guys really moving down the field effectively, offensively, trying to make something happen defensively here. Maybe a turnover would really be a turning point in this game as we end the first quarter. But, that's something that you definitely see in Madden a lot, Joel, is that fact where you can find that turnover potentially and try to, kind of flip the field maybe as well, get down and go up 2 touchdowns at some point. We see Gabagool holding that 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter. So both guys have 2 possessions there in the first quarter. Obviously, Decroft gave, Gabagool a little bit more time by just returning the kick, but here he is trying to drive down the field again. He's got an open Travis Kelce for a first down, and he's going to move into the red zone here for the first time today offensively. A nice, really high throw, and that's something you can do with the new Madden game as well, is aim where you want that throw to go, whether it's up in the air a little bit, out to the right, out to the left, one of the new features with the new video game. So now into the red zone for the first time today is Decroft here on offense.
Yeah, you typically just have that button that you can either tap or press that can affect the throw, but that directional throwing with the left toggle stick really, you can see these players taking advantages. He gets right there with a nice outside throw.
Yeah, about a Scantling touchdown for Decroft. We got us a 14-13 game, and if Decroft can make the extra point here, we're all tied up once again, and that kicks up, and it's good, no problem. So we'll see Decroft kick off for the second time today now, and he's been a little bit better, I guess you could say, than Gabagool at the special teams play defensively, and we'll see what he can do here.
Yeah, as you can see so far, this game of Madden very offensively driven. These guys having no real problems going back and forth. And as you mentioned, that flipping the field, getting the turnovers, able to get 2 ahead on your opponent, that's going to be huge because
it seems like these guys do a shootout right now.
Exactly. These guys, they can score no problem. That's what they do. It's what they practice all day long. It's going to come down to defense and who can kind of get one over on the opponent.
Gabagool seems to like to run the ball a little bit here as well. You've seen him run it a couple times with Leonard Fournette, and he did so again there on first down. Didn't get anything out of it. It'll be 2nd and 10. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We saw Gabagool get the kickoff at the beginning of the game. He's going to shift Fournette now into motion as he's playing as the running back. Obviously, that'll switch back over once he snaps the ball. And here he is with Brady once again. And another time where we see, an edge rusher get into the backfield and force an incompletion. The immobility of Brady is definitely a problem, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's having a real tough time getting that full drop back. Decroft doing an amazing job of crashing the edges, getting pressure on Brady, and it's working very well so far in this drive. And worked a little bit from that previous drive before Gabagool was able to get things going.
And he's got a first down here on the pass to the outside, so that'll move him up the field again for another one. 3:11 to go as he hurries up once more here with the Buccaneer offense at his disposal. Here's a handoff to Fournette that's going to get nowhere, a loss of 2 for Gabagool.
Gets the right read there on the handoff, but Decroft once again crashing with most of his D-line. A couple linebackers. Looks like there are 3 guys immediately all over Fournette for that tackle.
We see Decroft now really up on that line of scrimmage, a tight box there. Only 3 guys back in the secondary. Obviously, you're going to see some linebackers drop back into coverage. And here over the middle, he's got a first down and a little bit more with Mike Evans. Puts him right at the 50. He's 8 of 12 for 165 yards with Brady here in the first half.
Yeah, great throw, risky throw into
Yeah.
double coverage there, gets the laser ball on him, and he makes that catch no problem for another first down.
Yeah, and that'll send us to the 2-minute warning in a 14-14 game. And now we're going to see what he's going to try to do here. Obviously, we're going to see Decroft get the ball coming out of the second half, so Gabagool might have to find something, either take some time all the way down. You know, you don't want to give Decroft a possession where he could maybe go back down the field and score, and then have the ball right at a half as well. He hands it off to Fournette again, trying to maybe use some of that clock up. Doesn't get anything out of it, but the clock continues to roll now under 1:50 to go. And then with the Excel clock brings us down to 1:25 left in the second quarter. He snaps the ball with about 1:10, and now he's going to look, and he's got an open receiver there and close to a first down. That one's going to be.
Another good possession catch there by Gabagool. Doing a good job of keeping his eye on Decroft's
And he rolls out of
user.
bounds too, by the way, so that stops the clock.
Yeah, great play right there.
Now he's going to hand it off to Fournette again. He got a little bit more of a hole there, maybe 2 or 3 yards, and a timeout called by Decroft.
Doing a good job of managing the clock here.
Yeah, I think so. Down to 1:09.
You know, after seeing how fast Decroft is able to score basically at will those 2 times, definitely wants to keep the ball in his hands as long as he can.
That's right. Here we go. Down the field with Brady, looking for Scotty Miller. I don't think that one got completed. So that'll bring up third down once again. Gabagool has converted, I think, 2 of 3 on third down. He's 1 for 1 on fourth down. I know that one for sure. And now he's going to have to work with another third down here. This would be a pretty tough field goal from this direction. They're playing at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, so an inside, no wind sort of effect there. And he's got Godwin for a first down on 3rd and 7. That brings us under a minute to go. The clock is going to continue to run here. See if Decroft can make a stop. I think he'd be pretty happy with holding him to a field goal at this juncture. 29-yard lines where this ball is going to be snapped from. And we'll see if he runs this down. He's got 20 seconds on the play clock, 38 on the game clock, and he's moving some guys around in motion here. I'd probably wait to snap this ball. I don't know about you, Joel. It seems like that might be what he's doing here.
I'd wait as long as you can. Give Decroft as little time as possible to answer.
He's going to snap it with 8 seconds on the play clock. Now look downfield, and he's got an open receiver, Scotty Miller. That was a great catch, and then he stays in bounds and forces a timeout to be called. He calls it himself, but now you got about 20 seconds to work with from inside the 20 at the 13. Now to try to go up a couple points here, either a field goal or a touchdown. So 20 seconds. He's going to snap this ball looking towards the end zone, and he's got it. Not too bad at all whatsoever there for Gabagool. He finds Mike Evans this time, goes up 20-14, and is going to await the potential PAT try here. Not bad at all. Moves all the way down the field, burns a ton of time, doesn't give Decroft much time to work with whatsoever.
Well, you have to
and
remember,
he's going to go for 2. So wants to go up 8 rather than 7. But if Decroft can make the stop, that'll stay a 6-point game. Moves the man in motion over to the right.
I'm really liking this decision because you got to remember Decroft will get the ball after a half on the kickoff as well.
And we'll see if he can get it. He snaps the ball. He's got a wide open receiver, no problem.
And that'll be
Evans again. So he goes up 8 now.
Yeah, those quick slants on the goal line like that, pretty hard to defend. Yeah. Decroft does his best there, but able to find Mike Evans pretty easily on that quick slant.
So we've already seen one kickoff return from Decroft today. He's going to try to do so again here. He's got a little bit of a hole here at the 25, and it's going to end up being caught and taken away, or tackled and taken away, rather. Not much time to work with. I think that says about 13 seconds. Picture's a little fuzzy here, so
plenty of time for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's right. So we'll see what he can do here. Decroft on offense for only the second time today. He's going to look over the middle down the field, and he's going to have another play to work with as he calls a timeout immediately. That looked to be about a gain of 20 yards or so there, Joel.
Yeah, he sees Gabagool with the deep drop back safety, able to find, I believe that was Valdez-Scantling.
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
Yeah, we got a little
We're
bit
seeing
of a blur
the same
here.
picture that you are on the stream, so doing the best we can here. We
But
know it's first down. It looks to be 7 seconds left to go here from the 43. If he can get a quick pass the same way he just did there, maybe try for a long field goal here. Now he's going to step up with Mahomes and look way downfield towards the end zone. That'll be in there. And that one is going to be caught for a touchdown. Wow. What a play, Joel.
I mean,
That was insane.
Not the types of plays I would really expect to be seeing in this high-level competitive Madden. But, I mean, Decroft able to absolutely launch one downfield, steps up in the pocket beautifully with Patrick Mahomes. That speed, that agility. I've got to pull it up here. Patrick Mahomes with the 84 speed and the
What's that throw power
80
you got there?
The throw power was 97.
Yeah, so that's what you saw
there
right
you
there.
go. You saw that 97 in full effect right there. As Gabagool will go down.
And that'll end the half.
Kick.
So 22-21 at halftime.
Wow.
But we'll see Decroft with possession first coming out of half. Yeah, what an ending to the half there, Joel.
I mean, yeah, that 2 point there by Gabagool, that could prove to be the difference with the way this game's been going so far. I mean, these guys, they're answering each other very quickly. I mean, as would be expected in Madden, very offensively driven game, but very impressive.
Yeah, that was one hell of a play there at the end of the first half by Decroft. Just finds a spot and gets it. So now Gabagool going to have to play some defense here, maybe create that first turnover we were talking about. He's got that 1-point lead still, and we see Decroft try to return this kick as well. He's been pretty effective. He's got another hole.
Again.
He might go all the way once more. Decroft again on the kick return. That's his second of the day. Wow, Joel. So, I mean, 2 scoring plays in essentially 5 seconds of game time or so, I guess you could say. And he goes up 27-22. He's going to kick the PAT once again to keep a 6-point lead here. But again with Pringle, he takes it to the house. A little bit of a house call there.
I mean, that is just amazing. We talked, I mean, the first one, that's not something you see very often in regular football, and especially Madden, but 2 in the same game. Yeah, I mean, I know impressive. The PlayStation and Xbox keeps stats for how long you've played games, but I have to know how long Decroft, has spent in the practice running back field goal or kickoffs there, because that is just something that it's much more strategy more so than it is skill. Yeah. You have to know where to find those lanes.
Yeah, you see him too. He kind of runs backwards and then runs in and catches it at a full sprint already. So he's already got speed going into it. Doesn't have to start.
The CFL, he's getting that nice running start.
Yeah, there you go. So now on offense here is going to be Gabagool. He drops back with Brady. He's going to look downfield for an open receiver, and he overthrows him. Looked to be in the direction of Chris Godwin there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 10. But, I mean, Decroft feels like he's got almost all the momentum right now, and you can see that momentum bar at the top of the scoreboard, too. In the neutral site game, doesn't maybe mean as much. Both have 2 things with momentum to work with, and now he's got Scotty Miller for a first down, Gabagool does. But all of the momentum on the Chiefs' side of the score bug for sure.
Yeah, and the Chiefs, a bit of a cheat code in Madden, but the Super Bowl champions, you get those nice stats. I mean, obviously guys like Patrick Mahomes, Valdez Scantling.
Going downfield, Gabagool's got a completion inside the 10. That time he is able to connect with Chris Godwin and right back into the red zone, trying to find another touchdown to take the lead right back or potentially tie this game at 28. He's going to throw it again with Brady off the play action. Looking towards the end zone, and he's got a receiver in front of the end zone, and Scotty Miller. That's going to be right down there near the 2. That'll go down.
And Decroft elects to play a little bit more conservatively, dropping a few more guys back. But Gabagool does a good job taking advantage of that, gets a little bit more time with Brady in the pocket, able to find, believe, was that?
That was Scotty Miller.
That was Scotty Miller again on the goal line.
So we'll see if he punches it in with Fournette. He's going to elect to pass it instead. He's got a touchdown there to Mike Evans one more time. And that's too easy, Joel. Yeah, too easy.
Yeah. Gabagool doing a great job beating that goal line. Man coverage sends Mike Evans on the quick seam route there, and that's no problem to find him at the back of the end zone, completely uncovered.
Yeah, it goes up 29-28 now, does Gabagool. It's been back and forth. All right, here we go. This is the most exciting play of the game for Decroft. I mean, he's got, 60-yard Hail Mary. Instead of letting him return, he's going to just give it to him at the 40. I find that hard to believe. It must have to do, maybe a little bit with the kick power there. I think, the Tampa Bay kicker, but we'll see. I forget if it's the punter that does the kickoffs or Tampa or not. And now going downfield here is Decroft once again, and he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Another time, it's Hardman. And going right back up, 34-29. This is a high-scoring affair, Joel.
Yes, all these Chiefs receivers obviously have the ability to go downfield, get that separation, And D. Croft has just been using that to his advantage all game and just making it look easy out there.
Yeah, it's 35-29 now. D Croft up on Gabagool. And so it's been Hardman on the kick returns as well, not Pringle. Our apologies on that. But I mean, wow, just a high scoring affair for sure thus far.
Definitely 35-29, I believe 5-minute quarters
Yeah,
so
you
far.
see
So
312 yards
yes.
of offense too for this, Gabagool team compared to about 117 or so for D Croft. But that's the first sack of the game we're going to see. Brady goes down there wrapped up, and that's Karloftis is who's going to get that one. But I mean, D Croft hasn't had to run the offense. He's got 2 kick returns, and so now another blitz comes in, and Brady is going to get rid of that one. He's going to be able to. Gabagool will with Brady. That brings up 3rd and 17. Deep in his own territory is Gabagool. He's got to find a way to move up the field here on 3rd and 17. Joel, we'll see what he does. Steps out of the play action. He's going to get hit again. That was picked up. What a play. Chris Jones into the end zone. Touchdown there for D. Croft. First turnover of the game, and that's going to give him a chance to go up quite a bit here, Joel. What a play there. Picks it off with the D lineman and takes it back for a house call.
And like we've been saying all game, Tanner, this is going to be very difficult for Gabagool to answer. The speed of how fast both players have been scoring. We'd mentioned the turnover was going to be key. D. Croft goes up 42-29. That's going to be a hard deficit for Gabagool to come back with, especially with the touchbacks he's been receiving on the kickoffs, as we see another one right here.
Yeah, so we see with the leg of Harrison Butker, D. Croft's able to, pin him back deep and not let him return kicks. So Gabagool now trying to get back into this one. He's down 13, so 2-score game at this point with 2:45 to go in the third. And he just threw a pick six. He's going to hand this one to Fournette. Fournette just doesn't have the speed like he used to. He's that power back, though, Joel, and able to, kind of move the ball effectively on those short distance situations. But you're not really going to get a house call with Fournette. And here's another one where Brady is just going to be swallowed up, and an incompletion brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Fournette on the Madden, according to the Madden 2023 ratings, only 89 speed, which is still pretty high, but for a running back, you would like to see that be in the 90s.
I think so. So now on 3rd and 2, he's going to elect to throw the ball, and he's going to get wrapped up for another sack. I mean, just tough play right now for Gabagool. D. Croft defensively has really turned it on here in the second half, you could say. And now on 4th and 11, he's going for it from his own 24. He's going well downfield, and he's got an open receiver who's going to catch it. It's Julio Jones down the field. That's a huge play there for Gabagool that's going to keep him in it for now. We'll see if he can continue down the field and score a touchdown. But he's yet to make a stop today, Joel. Here's Gabagool dropping back, looking downfield. He's got Scotty Miller once again. He's really liked to use that scat back of Scotty Miller, a little bit smaller in size, got a little bit more speed, very good route runner. And he's going to be inside the red zone once again from the 13-yard line, looking for the end zone. Overthrows Julio Jones there on the leadoff with the pass on that left toggle stick, like you were mentioning earlier.
Yeah, Gabagool doing a good job of throwing away or being aware of that user, for D. Croft, throwing away from it. Throws a risky loft ball there to Julio Jones on that long bomb there. Very risky in the game of Madden, but
and now he's looking for the end zone. He's got a touchdown, and that one's going to Godwin. So this game is right back in it, and we'll see if Gabagool can make a stop here. He's down 7, going to make it 6 here with the PAT up and good. So down 6, yet to make a stop. D. Croft has been able to really do stuff effectively, and it is Jake Coronado who's the kicker for the Buccaneers. So maybe just not the same amount of leg, and it looks like he's going to go to kick this one out of bounds once again, which he does. No, it does. Those where he's clicking A on the kickoff, sort of interface is not going. It looked like that was going out of bounds, but it doesn't. So
it seems to be having a bit.
Taking over at the 30, though, will be D. Croft.
Issues.
The deepest he's been thus far in this game. Still in the third quarter, though, as it's really winding down, you'd probably think. I mean, D. Croft has scored very quickly that we don't see Gabagool have the ball again here in the third quarter. So down 6, he's got some work to do, Joel.
He's bringing that safety up with the user.
And now
he's going to drop back, cover the middle, and first sack of the day on Patrick Mahomes.
No, he gets it away. D. Croft's able to get it away out of the pocket. He's able to press down on that right stick with the throwaway feature. And 7-9 now is what he's going to be. So that brings up 2nd and 10. But Mahomes has got that X factor going right now, which makes it even tougher. Now he's looking downfield. Oh, that would have been a nice play to be able to pick that off for Gabagool. Unable to do so, though.
Gabagool's using the safety there on the left side, brings him down, acting like he's going to blitz, drops him back. Decroft almost makes him pay there with that quick seam or the quick straight route there to Valdez-Scantling, but yeah, unable to come with the catches. There he is again, Valdez-Scantling across the middle, taking advantage of that, of Gabagool bringing that safety down, leaving the middle of the field open.
Yeah,
and
so, a nice play.
As I've been saying, these guys are much like coaches on the field. They really understand the game. They understand formations. They understand where to make adjustments.
Yeah,
we're seeing that
we're
today.
seeing Gabagool's or Decroft's screen rather right now, but Gabagool. We can see, all the decisions he's making. We're not, going to share those, but, we can see all the adjustments that he is making, and it's been quite a few of them. I guess you could probably see him on the stream screen, though, so I guess it doesn't really matter. He's going to drop back his, going to be Decroft looking for the end zone one more time. He's got him again. Another touchdown for Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's going to make it 48-36. Going back up 12, a chance to go up 14 or 13, depending on if he chooses to kick the PAT or not.
And yeah, Decroft doing a great job taking advantage of that mismatch. Valdez-Scantling towering over the Bucks corner there, able to make a pretty easy drop in the bucket catch. The little taparoo, if you will, the loft over his head.
Yeah,
just a throw that, as the terrible Madden player I am, I avoid that at all costs. But these guys make it look easy.
49-36 is the score. Decroft leading Gabagool here. And now we're going to see Gabagool take another fair catch here. And he'll have to start at his zone 25 at the start of the fourth quarter. In the Collegiate Madden Showcase, it's Decroft taking on Gabagool. We're down to the final 8 participants. I'm going to close it out here today. So to get back in it, Gabagool's going to have to get down the field here quickly, and that one probably should have been picked off,
Very
Joel.
risky throw. Yeah, almost quadruple coverage with everybody's crashing onto each other. Yeah, very risky, kind of a questionable throw, but he does have to go for those deep routes. He does have to get good field position. Then I imagine he'll probably try to slow it down, run a few with Fournette, and control this game as much as he can.
That's right. Here's a little out route to Fournette, and that one's going to get him up the field a little bit, bring up a little bit shorter of a third down. Yeah, user on user for sure. So we'll see what he does here. Gabagool again, needing to score and make a stop for the first time today. He's rolling right with Brady. Now looking down the field, he's got an open Scotty Miller, and he's going to catch it all the way down to the other end of the field at the 21, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, 4:46 to go in the game. But again, he's yet to make that stop, Joel, and he still has to score here. So we'll see what he does.
And Gabagool very fond of Scotty Miller. Been hitting him on a lot of balls today.
Yeah, and now he's going to look for Miller once more, and he's going to have him all the way up to the 12.
And that's the thing about Madden is sometimes the way
you see Miller, 8 receptions, 166 yards, Joel.
You find a guy, and if you keep going to him,
it usually can work out. Yeah, now he's looking for the end zone. He's got Julio Jones. And so that's a touchdown there for Gabagool. And that puts him back in it. But again, not made that stop yet today. He's going to try to go down 6 here with the PAT. It's up and in. A perfectly timed user kick there. So down 6, needs a stop or a turnover. So the difference right now is that pick 6.
Exactly. And the 2-point conversion as well is the main thing keeping Gabagool still alive in this game. He's only down 6 right now.
He's going to give him a chance to return it here.
Gives him the chance to win by 1 should that happen. But the speed in which Decroft has been scoring and his ability to score really in any facet of the game. He's got the turnover. He's got the 2 kickoff returns.
Yeah, but the other thing too here with Decroft, he's got Mahomes at the X Factor and Kelsey at the X Factor active. And that could end up being a problem here for Gabagool, is that those can make very, very big differences in how the game goes. And he's going to look for Kelsey immediately wide open up near the 40-yard line, and that'll keep the clock rolling and move Decroft up the field even further.
Gabagool will use the safety there and bring him down to cover Kelsey man-on-man, but kind of doesn't pay off from there. It's very difficult to physically cover someone with the controller one-on-one. Does a good job, but Kelsey's still able to get some separation and make a pretty easy first down possession catch.
Yeah, so we see him running this play clock down here a little bit under 10 it goes. And now a sack going to be made for the first time today defensively by Gabagool. He needed that one pretty desperately, I would say. So we got Decroft coming from Clarke University in Dubuque, Iowa, here in this game, as well as Gabagool from Rutgers and Piscataway. Joel, you were saying earlier before the game, that's about the most perfect name for a player from Rutgers in Gabagool.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. New Jersey there, that's Sopranos territory. James Gandolfini's looking down with a smile on his face
That's right.
today.
He's pulling for Gabagool here in this game, but that's a first down for Decroft up the middle of the field. Still up 6, and it's been tough sledding defensively so far today for Gabagool. Decroft been very, very effective with Mahomes, and you can probably understand why to a certain extent.
Absolutely. Can't imagine that, the Gandolfini would imagine, hey, this guy's going to be using Gabagool in his esports contest. We're going to be calling it on the internet. But that is exactly what's happening today.
Yeah.
The
So,
world,
first time esports being broadcast right here on U92 in partnership with the esports team here in West Virginia. And it's been a lot of fun. We're live on Twitch right now.
Decroft really pushing it with that game clock. It's down to 1 second before snapping the ball.
Yeah. Not bad. Pacheco trying to run that clock more. Loss of 3. That'll bring up second and 13. So now you're thinking here as we hit the 2-minute warning with the Excel clock. If you're Gabagool, you got to think about how you're going to use these next 3 timeouts, Joel, because you've got to make a stop, and then you got to have enough time to drive down the field. So we'll see what he does. 2nd and 13.
User selection here absolutely vital.
It is, and he's going to find. It looks like Pacheco there, and a timeout called immediately. 3rd and 5 upcoming here for Decroft. He's only got one of the momentum, achievement kind of things up there on the score bug, where it's going to help him get some more momentum. He runs a QB sneak on 3rd and 5 to make it 4th and 4. That's an interesting play call there for Decroft. Maybe getting a little bit closer. He's going to try to kick a field goal, make this a 2-possession game. That's what he's going to do. He's going to bring out Butker. Can he do it? And it kicks up. It looks to be on target, and it looks like it went in. So 52-43 there. That's a smart play call, in my opinion, by Decroft, Joel.
Yeah, definitely. Didn't look like he was really going to be able to get down there and score, able to make a long field goal. Another difficult aspect of this game, not as practiced aspect of this game, I would imagine, but able to get the points, and that's where sort of taking away that 2-point conversion from Gabagool there.
Yeah, so now
to get another.
You got a 9-point game, so it's 2 possessions.
Oh yeah, excuse me, 9-point game. So yeah, even a touchdown with a 2-point, not going to be enough.
Doesn't do enough, no. So Gabagool's got to score quickly and probably convert an onside kick. He's going to have to move down the field with Brady, and he's looking deep down the field. He's got a wide open receiver in Julio Jones. That's the play he needed right there, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So a bang-bang play there completely flips the field, and now he's got a chance to just score an easy touchdown here potentially in this high-scoring affair. Decroft trying to make a stop here. A turnover would most likely end it, and he's going for the end zone. He's got a touchdown. That's Mike Evans. That's why you play with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You got that X-factor receiver with, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time here, and that's a quick touchdown, 52-49 now the score, and it's a 2-point game with the converted PAT. So if you're Gabagool, you're probably onside kicking it here, right?
Yeah, he will line it
so
up there. Yeah, it's really
see if he can do it. He does this here. A field goal could win it for him. 1:35 to go. Perfectly timed kick. It's up through the middle. It's battled around a little bit there, but it's going to be recovered by Decroft, and that might do it. With 1 timeout remaining, he can pretty much just kneel this one out, Joel.
Yeah, that'll likely put the game in the hands of Decroft. There's really
it looks like he's going to run a play though, so we'll see. And it's not going to be a handoff. He's going to take a sack, though. That'll keep the clock running. And timeout immediately called by Gabagool. But down 2, it seems all but lost for him at this point. I can't believe you'd potentially throw the ball, give the ball right back to Gabagool in a tournament. Here is Decroft again taking another sack with Mahomes and moves him back even further. 3rd and 19 now.
This is a bit intentional.
Yeah,
taking
I
the time
think
off
so.
without really risking anything. Doesn't have to risk the fumble running straight at the line.
And now he takes a delay of game as well, and that'll move him back. 3rd and 24 for Decroft coming up, and the clock will stop.
Situations like this where that experience and that practice is really going to come in handy and understanding. Well, also the difference between football, the sport, and football, the video
Yeah,
game.
it's a
Very
lot
different
different.
strategies, very different options you can have here. So
It's going to be a handoff here quickly and a down play immediately. There's 1 second that Gabagool might get to work with here, as there's 1 second difference between the play clock and the game clock. But it seems like D Cross going to take the win here and move into the final four here in the tournament.
and I mean, with the Chiefs, it's pretty hard not to dominate in the game of Madden. You know,
Yeah.
the Bucks, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
But
no,
you
both
know,
of these teams are
as
two
we-
of the best
they got a lot of
overalls that we
speed, a lot of
see.
size, but I mean, as we see with Brady, that the agility really kind of hurting Gabagool there in the pocket. Decroft doing a great job crashing the edges, sending guys, but also dropping guys back, not giving a lot of options downfield. And I think that's really what made the difference today, is him really not only understanding what his own team has, but understanding what the opponent doesn't. And you know, choosing the Chiefs straight out of the gate gives him an immediate advantage, and then just being able to understand both teams and use them correctly has proven to work well for Decroft today. But also, just you can see the practice. I mean, with the two
Yeah.
kickoff returns, that's not something that you can just do. That's something you have to go in knowing how to do it. And it won't work for you every time, but I mean, 2-1 game. Since the early days of playing Madden, before it was really that competitive, maybe I could see something like that happening. You know,
Yeah.
you're playing with your friends.
So we got a
But-
punt return here. Gabagool's going to have one chance here, as he's going to make time. And this one's right towards the sideline. He could have kicked it out of bounds, and it will. So that'll do it. Decroft take it. And Decroft beats Gabagool here in the final 8 of the lineup. And now we're going to see him move on in this tournament. That'll do it for Gabagool. He'll take part of the 10 grand prize here for the Madden Showcase, the first ever Collegiate Madden Showcase, hosted by the WVU Esports team. These games are being played, you know, all the way around the country. We see Decroft from Dubuque, Iowa, Joel, take the win there, and he's going to move on in this tournament. So that's pretty exciting for him. And then we're going to take a break here in a moment. But the next matchup for us is going to be Go Jeezy versus Lambo. Lambo, a very good player coming into this one as well. We'll preview that for you a little bit more in a moment, Joel, and everybody out there on the stream watching on Twitch. We appreciate you for tuning in. So we'll take a quick break and be back. But game one goes to D. Croft over Gabagool.